Everyone thought she was perfect. Her name was Samra. She lived in a beautiful two-story home on the edge of the town. A teacher by profession, a soft voice, a graceful smile. No one ever heard her raise her voice. She had a husband, quiet, shy, always in the background. But Samra was the kind of woman who made you believe in the goodness. Until the rumors began. She had been pregnant 3 times, each time a boy, each time a private delivery at home, and each time the baby never survived. Stillborn, she told people. Weak hearts, she said the second time. God's will, she whispered the third. But someone was not convinced. Her neighbor, a widow named Shamim Baji, had begun to notice things. No cries of a newborn, no midwife ever visited, and at night there were strange smells like burned incense and iron. Once Shamim claimed she saw Samra digging in her backyard at 3 a.m. alone with a small wooden box. Then came the scream. One winter night, a sound echoed from that house, like someone being torn from within. Police arrived. Samra was calm. Just a nightmare, she said. But inside, they found the walls of a room covered in symbols, circles, runes, and old books written in languages no one recognized. One officer swore he saw blood on the page that hadn't dried. She wasn't arrested, no body, no proof. But she was watched, then a fourth pregnancy, and this time the whispers turned into fear. The town begged her to deliver at a hospital. She smiled. This time, she said, he will accept the offering. The baby was born, a girl, healthy, crying, beautiful. Samra told no one, but the next day, she was seen walking into the woods, barefoot, holding a bundle wrapped in red. She didn't return till sunrise. When she came back, her clothes were soaked in what looked like mud or blood. People began avoiding her. Her husband vanished. When asked, she said, he has gone where my sons wait. Finally, someone broke into her house. The basement had been sealed for years. When they opened it, the smell hit first. Then the altar. Bones, small, unmistakably infant, jars of preserved tissue, a wall of blackened symbols spelling one single phrase over and over, to nourish the shadow that brings light. At the center, a crude drawing, a female figure with eyes bleeding, cradling a twisted faceless infant, her mouth open, fangs inside. Beneath it, a name scratched deep into stone. Al-Zura, a forgotten demon in ancient folklore, said to grant vision and wealth in exchange for fresh blood of what the womb has borne. When authorities arrived, Samra was gone, vanished without a trace. Her backyard, once quiet, had 3 small mounds of disturbed earth, dug up recently. She had a child's bracelet. One had baby teeth. The third was empty. A single note was found written on parchment. The children were mine to feed, and the darkness was mine to follow. He spoke to me in dreams. I saw the face of the devil, and he wore the face of a mother. Samra was never found, but some say, in towns nearby, people hear lullabies from the woods, women singing in voices not their own, and every now and then, a child goes missing. No screams, no signs, only a faint smell of iron and fire, and footprints, small, bare, leading away.